or promiscuous sex. Everybody can say that they know HIV, but not all of us have knowledge about it. Let's play a game. Can you guys help me identify which person has HIV? Yes, people who are living with HIV will look like a normal person, like they are not dealing with HIV. But we do not know that they are actually the one who took medicine for HIV disease for the rest of their life. Now, can you guys guess what is my topic for today? Hi, I'm Natira binti Anwar and I'm from Diploma in Accounting. Today, I will talk about the awareness of HIV. Why I choose this topic? I choose this topic is because I've been interested to know more about HIV and AIDS since I follow one of the influencers on Twitter, which she often talk about HIV and AIDS on her timeline. And of course, this topic have been related to teenagers nowadays. And awareness can change our future. Before I deliver my point, I want my audience get to know with HIV and AIDS. So, what is HIV? HIV stands for Human Immunodeficiency Virus that can destroy our important cells and it can make our immune system become weak. While AIDS is acute immunodeficiency syndrome which has a wide range of complications and symptoms in a complex illness. People who enjoy promiscuous sex will get HIV and the last stage will be AIDS if they do not find a cure. Where we can find HIV? HIV can be found in human body fluids, and if those fluids enter to your body, you can be affected by HIV. So, what is the problem nowadays? Our country is lack of awareness. Currently, our society is not aware of this topic because it seems like not a proper things to talk in public, in general, and in front of children. We are familiar with this campaign, HIV campaign, but usually this campaign did not get a lot of participation and this campaign get a bad view in the eyes of our society. Since for Malay people, this is not our culture to talk about private things in public. Some of us feel uncomfortable when they hear about HIV and AIDS, but do you know that this will be a serious topic if we did not cure from the beginning? And do you know how many people have died because of AIDS? Until 2018, there's 20,000 people have died because of AIDS. Do you guys know HIV famous among male or female? People do think that HIV are famous among female, but nowadays the reality is PL-HIV are normally male. Let me show you why. This figure shows that the number of cases among male is higher than female. And this figure shows at the beginning of the HIV plague in Malaysia, sharing injection equipment was at high risk of HIV infection. However, over time, we can see that male same-sex, the key population of male same-sex slowly increase and be the main key population, followed by heterosexual. Country Progress Report 2019 Malaysia state that consistent with the projection, this figure also showed the trend of HIV infection mode of transmission in Malaysia has shifted towards sexual transmission from injecting drugs, with sexual transmission ratio declining from 3.95 in 2000 to 0.03 in 2018. Now you can see that sharing injection equipment slowly decreased from being the reason of HIV transmission, and random sex conquered the graph. Are you guys still with me? You know all this we can prevent from the very beginning. That is the importance of sex education. Somehow, the PL-HIV does not know the risk if they are doing random sex, and they did not know that HIV can easily get infected. Nearly half of all new HIV infections are with individuals over the age of 50 to 29 in worldwide. School-based sex education has been introduced to increase the knowledge related to HIV among this generation and to help prevent new infections. Sex education provides information about bodily development, sexuality, and relationships. It also helps the young generation communicate about and make decisions regarding sex and their sexual health. Throughout a student's grade levels, sex education should occur. The information needs to be appropriate to a student's development and their cultural background. Starting from 12 years old, I think students already need at least receive information regarding puberty, reproduction, relationships, sexual violence prevention, body image, and gender identity. Public Library of Science state that results from meta-analysis demonstrate that school-based sex education is an effective strategy for reducing HIV-related risks. Students who have received sex education in school have significantly greater HIV knowledge. As they grow up, young people will face an important decision on relationships and sexuality. If they do not be taught in earlier, they will make a wrong decision, and this will be impact, and it can impact their health and well-being for the rest of their life. No need to be shy to learn about something important for our own goods. As we grow up, we need to have more knowledge about our health. Let us take a look into future what will happen if you did not take this as a serious topic. I will show to you the symptoms of having HIV. So this thing will show up on your skin when you are having HIV. While this is the symptoms, these signs commonly can be seen in the early stage, and it also important for you to recognize that some symptoms are familiar to common illness. These symptoms will take 2 to 6 weeks to show up after you have been infected by HIV. If you have HIV and you did not seek for help in 8 to 10 years, 8 to 10 years later, you will having AIDS. Until today, there are still no specific medicine or vaccine for HIV. People who living with HIV need to receive treatment which was known as HAART, High Active Antiretroviral Therapy, to improve the immune system in order to prevent PLHIV from reaching AIDS stage. HAART medicine should be taken for the rest of your life, and this is the picture of HAART medicine. This will help the patient have the same life expectancy with non-PLHIV. This is your life journey. This will be your life journey if you do not take the HAART. The virus will be attack you, and after that your CD4 reading will be decreased, your immune system will become weak, and the numbers of virus will be increased. After that you will get AIDS and you can die because you have received a lot of disease. So, what is CD4? CD4 is important in our immune system, which it is actually our white blood cell. HIV can reduce our CD4 reading, but with HAART, it can fight against the virus and raise the reading of our CD4. But remember, once you stop take the HAART, the CD4 will be reduced. I hope after all I've been told you, you are aware of this topic. You are aware of this virus. You will understand why Islam have taught us that adultery is forbidden. It has been taught in Al-Quran that do not come near adultery. It is a shameful deed and an evil, and opening the road to other evils. Random sex, no matter heterosexual or man sex with men, can bring disaster to you. We are still young, still got a lot of things to achieve in life. Fight for our future. Do not create your own failure. You are not living on your own. In this world, living in this world, we need to work things together. School-based learning and mass media need to play their own role to deliver important things and information regarding sex, education, health, and HIV. Keep reminding one another. Advise our friends, family, and relatives who has dealing with promiscuous sex. Spread this awareness to them. With that, we can defeat HIV and AIDS. We also can build a healthier and safer place for everyone and everywhere. Thank you. That's all from me.